Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Season 7, Episode 14. Let's talk about, Ciara. She just got dumbbell, doorbell written all over her forehead. She is forgiving BK. Hopefully he does right by her. Because it seems like he's starting over here, starting over there, and Karlie Reddish is gonna mind her business from now on because her friends can't handle the truth. And BK didn't do much. All he did was take some candles and some roses and some rose petals. Like any man that cheats and have other women and all this other stuff, if all they had to do was go outside in front of the house and take some little yellow candles that cost like 59 cents and get a dozen of roses or 2 dozen of roses and make rose petals and lay it out in front of your house, and you forgive them and trust them and be right back in the bed with them the same night, the same day, then why not cheat on you? Like, is Ciara going to be able to trust him? Does she actually really trust BK, or does she just really want a man at home? Is she ready for a serious relationship? Because it seems like she's already letting BK walk all over her after what Scooter did to her, done had babies on her throughout their marriage and cheated on her. You think that, Ciara will give her some time to grow, give her some time to just, be on her own, get it together, find out why she didn't know what was going on with Scooter. She didn't know the signs. She had females working up in her shop that was screwing her husband, but yet she runs right to another man, and on top of that, he got 2 side chicks. One. So let's get started like crazy. So we start off with, they still at the ranch, and Escalita is like, they're around the bonfire, and Escalita's like, you get popped again, you'll get popped again, Escalita popping off is funny. And so we have Ciara. Ciara was like, yeah, whatever. Yep. She's ready for that. She's about that life. She's ready for that. We can do it when and whenever, baby. Whatever you wanted, we can do it. Well, I ain't scared. And so, Estelita was like, see how she's talking? And everybody's trying to calm down the beef, around the campfire. Like, calm down, relax, take it easy. Come on, ladies. And so then Ciara, she steps up and she be the woman that she is. And she goes, you know what? I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life at all. You know that? Because I'm a businesswoman. I'm a mother. You ain't a wife. She's not a wife, but, well, she is kind of still a wife because she hasn't signed on the dotted line to divorce Scooter. But she's like, I'm a businesswoman. I used to be about that life when I was a child. We grown women. So we don't need to be out here fighting and carrying on and cack-a-lacking and all this other stuff. It don't make no sense. So, Ciara, she took the bigger road or whatever, and then we got BK wants to take the bigger road. He wants to apologize to the women, because I told you, like, the way that BK popped off, like, you're supposed to have your woman's back and be there for her, but there was no need for him to pop off and call them names and do what he did when, there was security, there was production, there was tons of security. Ciara was because Ciara was right next to BK. She was safe. There was nobody getting to her. Security already had Estelita, and Spice was already in the van or whatever. So for him to go off and wild out, to him to jump up in Karlie's face and yell and scream at her is just like ridiculous. Like, yeah, let somebody do that to your sisters or your mothers or your auntie BK. How would you feel? You be ready to go ham. You ready to go bout it. You won't want to hear no apology. But anyways, at least he apologized. That's what counts, that he did apologize to the women, because sometimes you don't even get an apology when somebody disrespects you, especially on a syndicated show, national TV. And then he was like, I don't want to act like that. I don't disrespect women. It was so easy for you to act like that. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't pulling no wool over my eyes. You may pull them wool over, Ciara eyes, but how you was easy ready to, yell and scream and yelling all up in these women's face. This ain't the first time, and it ain't the last time. So, but they squashed the beef. And also, Spice, she, apologized for her behavior, and she apologized for everything that went on, and she just wanted, have a good trip. So there's a lot of apologies, there's a lot of cop and pleas going on. So it's all good because they're adults, they're not kids. So it's good to see that they're able to move on. And Rashida, she's, she threw her 2 cents in. She was like, my life is terrible. My husband done had another baby on me with a stripper. He cheated on me a couple of seasons ago, over and over and over, and now I got the woman chasing me down from state to state, coast to coast, because she want me to see her baby, and she wants to apologize to me. Send me a note. hit me up in my DMs, do something. So, and she was like, Kurt's mother just died, she just passed away. We're dealing with some real life issues, some real shit's going on in our life, so we don't really have time for this. Like, there's more serious things going on in life where being catty, and this argument doesn't make no sense. So everybody agrees. It's like, yep. So everybody's apologizing. So everything is really good. But Estelita, she ain't done yet, because she said in her confessional she is going to tell Stevie what went on, and she's gonna tell Stevie so he can go after, you know, BK. And we know Stevie J is not going after BK. He don't be fighting no man. Remember, he wouldn't even fight, what's his name, the guy with no neck, Benzino. He wouldn't even fight him. He was scared. And you never see Stephen J get violent or want to fight or whatever. He was gonna fight Mimi's ex-boyfriend, but they really wasn't gonna fight, because Stevie J's not a fighter, he's a lover. That's what it is. So we get to see Tommie looking all good, looking all pretty, her nice little, you know, ponytail with the color, you know, ponytail holder, straight black, you know, her little nice little cream outfit. She meets up with, you know, she meets up with a substance abuse counselor or someone that helps with substance abuse, and they're telling her that she's not going to be able to film, period, if she can't film at all drinking, you know. So when she comes to set or whatever, she can't have alcohol in her system, and she can't drink while she's on set. So there's a no alcohol tolerance for her, and that sucked, because she's going to be around a lot of people she's going to be around so many different people on the show, like her cast members that are going to be drinking, and she's going to have to fight through it and not drink too as well. And so she was like, she doesn't believe that she's an alcoholic. She doesn't think she's an alcoholic. Well, the guy, the counselor, whoever he is, he believes that she is an alcoholic and she needs help. And you know, Tommie was trying to explain, like, yo, you know, I mess with him and his wife, whatever, but you know, I was drinking, and just something just happened and snaps, and you know, I didn't even want it to go bad like that between us, because I know them, and I went off. And she was like, I was drinking Hennessy, you know, she's blaming it on the Hennessy. And she was like, I was just chugging. You was mixing Hennessy and wine together. You was acting like you was mad thirsty. When you drink like that, you know, you already got liquor in your system and it's coming down, so now you got to recharge up and you got to get more liquor. And so she was just like, she don't even drink like that. It was just the Hennessy. And, you know, she's going through some emotions. She's going through some things that are going on in her life. You know, she's worried about her mother. She doesn't want her mother to die. And she don't want to be an embarrassment to her mother. She don't get along with her sister, her brothers, and all the things that are going on in her family life, where she's trying to support her family, take care of her kids, be a mom, be a star, be on this show. And she's just so stressed out because she's trying to make it. And she's also thinking about her childhood, what she went through as a child. You know, we got some of Tommie's story about what she went through as a child, which was really bad and sad. But yeah, it was mad sad, like, you know. So I got love for Tommie in that way, because, you know, if you don't get help from your childhood and you don't heal from your childhood, it usually affects your adulthood. So this is what we're seeing. We're seeing her childhood affecting her adulthood. Even though she's a mother, even though she needs to go and get help, it's so easier said than done. Sometimes people need for you to hold their hand. They need to take you there, or they have to really have that extra strength, that extra oomph. They have to have, you know, just so much energy and power with them, so they can just go out there and face it and try to change what's wrong with them, because it's very hard for people to change what happened to them in the past, you know, because once they open up that Pandora box of wounds that happened to them as a child, it's hard to close it. But you have to open it up and let it out, and know that none of it is your fault, because you was a child at the time, and you got to be better than your parents was to you. So she's worried about her parents. She doesn't think she has an alcohol problem. She doesn't think she's an alcoholic. She said alcoholism does run in her family, and we hear from her mom's conversation, her mom, Tommie, and her sister talking, that there's some people in their family that passed away from alcoholism or have a drinking problem. So it's just like, damn. So Tommie was like, you know what, well then I'm not gonna mess up my back, so it's gonna be a dry set. Then you know what, I'll be dry. But Joe, the expert, he believes that she has a substance abuse problem, and Tommie's like, I don't have a problem, I'm just going through a lot of things. My childhood was epic, and sometimes I need just help getting through situations. And so now we get to Tokyo, because Tokyo is in the kitchen. She's cooking, because she's not gonna ride the horses, because she feels like it'll be animal cruelty if she does ride the horse. So she's having a conversation with Estelita and not Estelita, with Erica in the kitchen, and you know, they're talking about different things. So it seems like Tokyo might have had a traumatic childhood too as well, where she might have been physically abused, she might have been sexually abused, she might have been molested, or she might have seen it done, or she might have watched it, or she might have watched somebody be abused and sexually abused too as well. Or maybe she, you know, her friends or people that she knows, she might have witnessed something, but she's not opening up about that situation, and I don't blame her. But that's one of the reasons why she is still a virgin, because, you know, she went through some traumatic shit where she wants to keep that what's personal, what's her pride and her joy to herself until the right person comes along. And there may never be a right person, but she's until she deals with whatever issue it is with her childhood that is affecting her now. But her being a virgin at the age of 23 is good. And also, what's up with Tokyo dating Fiari? You know, why is she dating him? Didn't he try to get on Love and Hip Hop last season? But he wasn't able to get on Love and Hip Hop, and now it seems like he's dating Tokyo. Vanity, is he trying to get on the show for next season? Because he tried to get on the show, but he wasn't able to get on the show. And he used to date, what's her name with the blonde hair? He used to date homegirl with the blonde hair and the big butt, Rob Kardashian's baby mother. He used to date her or whatever. So, and that relationship was like kind of public and went kind of bad really fast or whatever. People was accusing Fiari of being gay, this and that and all this other stuff. He was dating Black China. Him and Black China was running around town showing off, and then all of a sudden it just ended. And people assumed that Fiari was he was a latcher oner. He was he was trying to climb the ladder, and it seems like he's climbing the ladder back onto Love and Hip Hop if he can get on there with Tokyo. I don't know. It seems like Tokyo really likes Fiari. I don't know. Like, I see them on their Instagram and stuff like that. I don't know if it's actually something serious, if it's actually real, is they actually acting, what's going on with the situation. She seems like she is smitten with him, but I don't know if he's smitten with her. It seems like he might be smitten with her, but I don't know. And how long is he gonna stay around if, you know, he already got a baby mother? I don't know if he has 2 kids or 1 kid. He's with Tokyo. I don't know if he's using her or taking advantage of her, and he's trying to get on Love and Hip Hop, because he was trying to get on Love and Hip Hop last year. But what happened was he ran his mouth on Instagram. Him and his baby's mother ran their mouth or whatever, and so they end up crashing the deal for them. That's what the people said. I don't know if it's true or not, but I know he did meet with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta producers. He did meet with people to possibly be on the show. So I don't know what's going on with Tokyo Toni. She picking him. Like, you know what? Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe there's something that we don't know about him. But the images and the things and the videos that we see him, it seems negative, but we don't know him personally. So, but Tokyo, Vanity, she seems like a decent girl. She seems like a decent woman. She seems like she really want to change. She really want to do better. She don't want to be fighting. She don't want to be in the streets. She want to just be different. She wants to be a role model, and she doesn't want to live the lifestyle she used to live back at home. She don't want people to get her angry. She really gets upset when she let people take her out of her element, like, you know, Kendrick Lamar said. So anyways, we go back to them riding the horses. Everything's going good. It seems like Joc and Karlie Red are flirting. They liking each other. They're having a conversation, but it's cool. It seems like Karlie's trying to make, you know, Sean jealous or whatever. We have Ciara. She's about to fall off the horse. The horse is not feeling Ciara's energy. So Ciara said she was worried about a kid. She was worried about this. She was worried about that and all this other stuff. So the horse probably felt her energy and was going haywire. Or maybe it was just a crazy horse. So they finished that situation and everything's all good. And, you know, they're going to have lunch. And Tokyo, Vanny, she's actually cooking dinner for everybody. So it seems like everything's going well because people are getting along. Joc and Karlie, like, stay away from the crowd and walking behind everybody. And people thinking that they did something. Karlie Red's flirting with Joc. Joc's flirting with her. And so Sean was like, I'm glad I dropped her off so you can rescue her, Joc. And it was like, come on, stop it. Let's not go there. Let's not get everything all crazy. Let's not get it all wild up. So, and then we have, you know, we get to Jasmine. I thought Jasmine was going to be off the show. She already met Rashida. She said sorry, so why is she still here? So, Jasmine, and I do like Jasmine, but, like, I don't know what your plot going to be, girl. But Jasmine's meeting up with, Jasmine meets up with Curtis Otis' daughter or whatever, meets up with her. She sees Cannon. She's happy. But, you know, Jasmine came off a little kind of rude and cocky, but, well, it's his family. And because, you know, Kurt's daughter said, well, he's trying to fix things at home with his family. She was like, well, he is his family. Yeah, he is. She got a point. She was right about that. But, you know, Jasmine's not seeing that she caused so much turmoil But Kurt caused the same turmoil as well. So they both wrong. I'm tired of talking about them too. Either Jasmine and Cannon need to move into Rashida and Kurt's house and call it a damn day. So the daughter, Kurt's daughter, sees her little brother. He comes right to her. He's hugging her. He falls right into her arms. You know, it was so cute. Cannon is so cute. He's an adorable little boy. Too bad he have 2 screwed up parents. But hopefully they make it right. So that situation is good. And then we have, you know, Tiara. She meets up with Jasmine. They're having a conversation. Tiara doesn't know if she wants KK to see Karen King to see her grandson after 2 years, and she learns that Scrappy's not coming home soon. Scrap is not coming home soon like she was hoping. I was like, is that the same grandson that Karen King calls a little savage? And then, you know, Tiara tells us that King went outside. There was playing outside. He went in the neighbor's yard and took a dump and then wiped his butt with the grass. Nothing like a kid, man. Nothing like a kid. He's 6 years old. Nothing like a kid. So, you know, Jasmine was like, I wish I could have Candace's grandmother in the picture. And we know Kurt's grandmother's gone. I mean, Kurt's mother is gone. So Candace has never got a chance to meet his grandmother from Kurt's side. So she was like, I wish, you know, Kurt's family would want, I wish Kurt's family would want to see, you know, Candace. So just let KK see, you know, her grandson. So I guess, you know, Tiara decided to. And so KK was able to see her grandson. She was hugging him, kissing him. And her son was there. Her son with the corn braids, the youngest one. You know, thank God that he's still here, because he was shot in the head not too long ago in Arizona. Like, you know, people are dropping like flies. R.I.P. XXX. And so, you know, she just tell her son she wants them to leave a legacy behind. She wants them to leave general wealth behind for their kids, and she wants them to get their act together, because she's been in the street, she's been rapping and running her whole life, and she just wants something different for her sons and her grandkids. So we got you, we peep you, Karen. So now we get back on to, you know, Ciara. She done forgave she done forgave BK. They back together, and just all good. They never wasn't apart. And we see Kurt and Rashida in the same bed together. Like, they try to play us like they wasn't sleeping in the same bed on the last episode. Of course they were sleeping in the same bed. Why are you trying to play us? So everything is good. Everything is good. So we get down to Tommie. Tommie meets up with her sister and her mom. Her mom has some sad news that, you know, she said she'll stop drinking alcohol if it ever caused her any pain. And I thought, like, pain, like, oh, that you're so drunk, you don't have no money, you're losing everything, you know, you're always fighting and you're arguing with your kids, you're not coherent most of the time. No, not that pain, but physical pain, when she actually swallows and there's pain or aching in her body, that she's going to quit drinking. And she has that, where she went to the doctor, she's getting all these tests done and everything. And this is actually Tommie's worst fears, is her mother being sick, or her mother, you know, leaving this earth, because of alcohol and all this other stuff. And I guess Tommie has some little intuition, because her mom is sick, and her mom was like, you know, I gotta do right, man. I know I'm trying to get my health together. She was like, Tommie, you need to get your health together, get your drinking together. And Tommie was like, yeah, you know, I almost lost this bag on this show, because now I can't drink on set. When Tommie walked to the scene, she was like, I'm drinking dry ginger ale, because they think I got an alcohol problem. So, you know what? I ain't gonna mess up my bag. So I'm gonna show these efforts that I'm not an alcoholic. So Tommie didn't drink. She had the conversation. She hugged her mother, and she's really sad. The sister's sad. Tommie's really hurt. Then her and her sister, you know, Amani, amended that relationship, because Amani was like, you raised me. So, you know, Tommie has done a lot for her family, and she has a lot of pressure, and she has seen a lot of things and done a lot of things, and that's where the alcoholism comes in. And the mom was like, yo, I didn't think I was alcoholic, but sometimes I do, because I gotta sleep. Before I go to bed, I gotta drink. When I wake up, I gotta drink. When I do this, when I do that, I gotta drink. So there probably is a problem. They want to stop the curse and stop drinking. Peace. I'm out. One love.